Okay, hey guys, Deju22 here, and before we get to the next match, I want to explain one thing, and that is the previous match. It turns out that the challengers decided to make one change to the match before it, and that was to turn it from an elimination match to that of a one fall match. So the challengers, needless to say, made a big error. A big mistake before the match to make it a one fall match instead of an elimination match, and who knows what would have happened. So there you had the challenger and the champion and his partner for this match. I mentioned before that Brock Lesnar revoked the right to have a partner for him against the champion, but he deferred that to the champion, so now the champion has a partner to help him. Okay, I'm sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but you didn't really miss much. So anyway, match underway, and you have Brock Lesnar, who is the challenger, but he is challenging the champion and his chosen tag team partner being NHL. As he just went jiggy with, he got jiggy with Brock Lesnar with that punching combination. Now, the Ascension is going to take advantage of this 2-on-1 advantage, I should say, onto Brock Lesnar. Now, if the challenger wins, he becomes the new world champion. If the champion gets the pinfall on Brock Lesnar, he retains the championship. But if NHL was to get the pin, then he would be the champion. So, and plus, the Dark Bangaa has gone on record to say that if NHL was to get the pinfall on Brock Lesnar, that he is cool. He is, quote, cool with NHL being the champion. So he gave him his blessings, more or less. Oh, and those steel steps onto Brock Lesnar, that might be the only thing that could stop him, because otherwise Brock Lesnar is a tough son of a bitch. And wait, what's wrong with Lesnar? Well, Lesnar is getting his butt kicked, but then again, he brought it on himself. I mean, he should have had a partner when he had the chance, but, you know, sometimes his pride is really out of all the enemies that Brock Lesnar has had, his greatest enemy is probably his pride. because he didn't want anybody else to team up with him and potentially steal the championship in his mind. So he just simply said, hey, I would much rather go in there by myself against the champion and his partner, or his tag team partner of choice, than to have a partner of my own and have him take the title from me. So that's pretty much the mindset of Brock Lesnar going into this. And now, what's Dark Bangaa doing? I mean, they're trying to do something to him, but they can't seem to do it. And I'm not sure what they're trying to do with Brock Lesnar. I mean, they're trying to drag him for some odd reason. Though they just can't seem to do it for some reason. But Brock Lesnar, of course, he's not going to give up without a fight. That's for sure. But yeah, the big upset of the day has to be the tag team champions that they were at a 3-on-2 disadvantage, I should say, excuse me, against the challengers, and yet despite that, they somehow found a way to win the match, and in large part due to the fact that they made a mistake before the match, that being the challengers, from changing it from an elimination style of match to a one fall match. That was the big mistake that the challengers made when they took on the champions, and that's probably the only other way that the champions could have... Whoa! What a move by Dark Bangaa onto Brock Lesnar from off the top rope. And is that enough? Well, the ref was too slow for some odd reason. Well, that was actually in the favor of Brock Lesnar there. But anyways, back to the story was that the Ascension, the challengers, they made a last-second rule change from an elimination match to that of a one-fall match. A one-fall match is simply whoever gets a fall gets the win. And LP Grotus was the one that forced Midnight Radiant to submit, and as far as LP Grotus is concerned, he did get a measure of revenge against Midnight Radiant. So I was really happy for him, personally. But right now, the one who's getting it right now is Brock Lesnar. I mean, to take on the champion... wait a minute. 1, 2... Oh, so close from NHL becoming the champion. At the expense of, his partner as well as Brock Lesnar. Oh, now Brock Lesnar has been busted open. And this is exactly what you don't want if you're Brock Lesnar. Yeah, I mean, Brock Lesnar has a high threshold of pain, but even he can't take this kind of beating from two tremendous athletes, such as Dark Bangaa and NHL. And whipped into the post, rammed into the post, and thrown back inside the ring. You just readjust the camera here. But yeah, they have Brock Lesnar exactly where they want him. And of course, Brock Lesnar has also had problems with the Ascension, as a group, mind you. So, of course, Brock Lesnar wants revenge. Unfortunately, he's not getting it here. Instead, he's getting a beating. Oh, well, he gave one right there. But yeah, just when you think Brock Lesnar has fought out of it, he continues to get blindsided by the other guy and whipped into the corner, and then a clothesline onto the corner, onto NHL. I mean, Brock Lesnar fighting back, but I don't know how much longer he's going to last at this rate. Thrown into the corner is NHL, and another clothesline. And, well, Brock Lesnar actually escapes the ring. I guess he realizes that the numbers are not going too well. Well, he's walking away, but there's nowhere to run, actually. There's no count out. Even if he wanted to leave, he can't win that way. Or, in other words, he can't walk out. That's what I was trying to get at. Oh, and a belly-to-belly suplex onto Dark Bangaa. And a missed dropkick, but from behind, NHL gets him. Thrown into the barricade, but just as that happens, Dark Bangaa blindsides him. Thrown back in the ring. An elbow. Oh, and a kick right to the back of the head. So even though the Dark Bangaa has the advantage, 2-1, he is getting his butt handed to him a little bit. Oh, and another missed drop kick. And a backside slam onto Dark Bangaa. But NHL takes over from... and now he just chokes out Brock Lesnar. Alright, now all three men are back in the ring. I mean, really, besides the fact that it's, you know, handicap matches tonight, if anything, it should illustrate the simple fact that life is not fair. And more often than not, it isn't. And unfortunately, or rather fortunately, if you're the champion, Brock Lesnar's pride got in the way. And he's paying for it right now. And he's got... Wait, what does he have in his hand? Well, I mean, he had something in his glove, but he shoved it right in Brock Lesnar's mouth for some odd reason. And now look at this. Look at NHL. He's feeling it. He's getting jiggy with it. Look at it. Look at him. Oh, and a big right hand onto Brock Lesnar. Oh, but he picks him up, does NHL. And now, wait a minute. LP Grotus. Now, wait a minute. I don't know why LP Grotus is... Oh, wait a minute. What's he doing here? Well, he hasn't gone after anybody yet. Oh, wait a minute. He's going after Dark Bangaa. Leapfrog. Leapfrog onto Dark Bangaa. A released German suplex onto Brock Lesnar. Oh, and an RKO. Or, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a DKO because he's wearing a Ducks jersey. An Anaheim Ducks jersey, but LP Grotus just got a DKO. Well, LP Grotus, I mean, he attacked both men, but it was not quite as successful as you would have thought, but oh well. But now it's a 2-on-1 again. But I'm pretty sure if you're the Dark Bangaa, you're not going to forget what LP Grotus just did. Now, wait a minute. One. No. If Brock Lesnar had won the match right then and there, he would have been the champion if he had gotten the 3 count. And, okay, Brock Lesnar. But... So yeah, LP Grotus, he gave a leapfrog onto Dark Bangaa, but then he ended up paying for that by NHL with the DKO. Oh, and a dropkick onto Brock Lesnar, sending him onto the outside again. But right now, they're just destroying Brock Lesnar right now. Oh, and a code breaker, that's what he calls it, does Dark Bangaa. But they're still continuing to beat up on him. And now Dark Bangaa has those steps, and he's bringing them in the ring. A back elbow. Oh, and he's got a mandible claw again. So that's what it was. I didn't see it the first time it happened, but that's a mandible claw. Oh, but Bangaa, I'm surprised they're not going for the win. Well, that was a mistake on the part of NHL. I mean, he was trying to hit Brock Lesnar, but he ended up hitting Dark Bangaa as well as... Whoa! What a move by Dark Bangaa! I mean, I may not like him, but he's pretty much showing you why he is the champion. Oh, and now they're continuing to beat up on Brock Lesnar. And, uh-oh, look at this. A karate chop right to the head of Brock Lesnar. And it's only a matter of time, but they're... A clothesline. Another one. And another one. And I'm not sure... What's NHL doing? Well, he got the clothesline. And now what's he doing? An F5 onto Brock Lesnar. Oh, but NHL's going to take the pin. 1, 2, and we got a new champion. So the winner, well, the winners are NHL and Dark Bangaa, but the winner, ultimately, and the new World Heavyweight Champion, NHL. So Dark Bangaa loses the championship, but at least he lost it to a good friend of his, at least in his mind. But NHL is the new World Heavyweight Champion. And for Brock Lesnar, look at him. He's a bloody mess after the beating that he took from both men. But as I mentioned before, Brock Lesnar's pride got in the way of an opportunity that he just ultimately squandered. But then again, Brock Lesnar is a hardhead. And he ended up learning the hard way not to pass up an advantage if you have it, but sometimes, you know, how do I put this? Your pride, any man's pride, could be the downfall. Like, pride usually comes before the fall, and that's exactly what happened to Brock Lesnar. And the champion, being the smart guy that he is, you know, he took advantage of the situation that Brock Lesnar turned down. And as a result, the championship stays in the Ascension, but its ownership goes over to NHL. So we'll find out what's going to happen in the weeks to come after this, but we still have one more match left to go. So stay tuned, it's coming up right after this.